we want footballers to be free, have a personality and all that. Yet we still criticize footballers who have personalities. I just don't get it. It's just like these people can't win. I mean, you want. It's either you want footballers to be robots or not. Hasn't really clicked. I think he still hasn't adapted. He's still yet to adapt to.
Kudos. 2 assists last week. He said he's not impressed. For a vet, nothing in 2 weeks. Hasn't really clicked. Needs time to adapt. He has spotted a pattern.
He hasn't.
We know what you are.
For Arsenal, a corner kick is like a penalty, and I don't think even with the absence of.
It's more valuable than that because at least you can't hold the keepers and win the ball.
Yeah, and also, do you people notice that Chelle has gotten darker? Like he looks markedly darker now. Like it's closer to my side of the.
He's coach Super Eagles.
Hello from Planet Earth. Welcome to episode 29 of the Only Football Podcast with the original cast. The gang is back. Woo! Faruq, welcome.
Thank you.
It's only right to start with you after all the slander that went on in your absence.
Yeah, I mean, I watched the episode, and after serving my 1 week suspension for slandering my boss, I'm back to work.
Well, at least you are not fired.
You have to clarify that it's fake news.
So yeah, Faruq makes a return. Joba Ogunwale is always here. We wish he would leave. There's nothing we can do about that. Ayoola Kelechi is here as well, and Izuchukwu Akawor.
Thank you.
Yeah, they smile. I say, man, you win their
Guest
match.
minister from Unioweri. Well, I like his inspiration. What's the inspiration behind this?
There's no inspiration. That hunger.
You just
hunger.
How do you select your feet? I feel like
Me?
Yeah, I feel like
Anything where else?
dressing corporate today or whatever this is.
How did the guy inspire this one?
Hunger. This one.
Yeah,
I just come out to go get something, and now wait till I wear. I cover up. I just decide to open them. Share you say.
Interesting line of thought. Interesting line of thought. So everybody looks good. Everybody looks good on the show today. Joba, very surprisingly well dressed.
You did crazy.
Usually, Joba dresses like he sells electronics. But yeah, my name is Tunde Young, host of the Only Football Podcast.
For now.
No, wow.
These are the men after my heart. I won't finishing each other's sentences now, so that's all you need to know. Yeah, so we have a great show packed for you today. There's a lot that happened over the last weekend. Since the last time you saw us, Victor Boniface almost moved to AC Milan. The move fell through, and then there's a whole bunch of social media drama that came after that. We'll get to that. Liverpool made some history. Rio Ngumwa. We're talking about that game against Newcastle. I'm talking about what they will do against Arsenal this weekend on Sunday, I believe, at the
Super Sunday
at the Merseyside Stadium. At Anfield Stadium, I say Merseyside Stadium. So yeah, there's a lot to talk about on the show. Super Eagles released the provisional squad list as well, which I don't necessarily like discussing provisional lists because let's just wait for the main thing, but we'll still talk about it. It's the Super Eagles. And the NPFL returned.
Do you like foreplay?
Over the week. Yes, actually.
Why don't you like provisional lists?
Yeah, the thing is that you should only like for play if your actual play strong. Like
so your actual play no strong.
Hey man, like it is what it is. We all have our personal battles. I'm not going to come on here and start acting like I'm Johnny Sins or something.
What is it? The show.
They watch the show.
You don't go see that comment for Instagram. With that side eye emoji.
Anyway, away from our sexual price, back to what they pay us to do here, which is talk football. And
speak for yourself.
Actually, what do they pay you to do here? Like, just be doing whatever. I've seen him do graphics. What do you?
Role player anyway.
Multitask.
Yeah, multitask.
Mad. Yeah, so this is an elite combination of great sports journalists in Nigeria trying to give you our football thoughts in the most entertaining and educative way possible. We might not always promise you education, but entertainment guaranteed every single episode. So, where do you want to start? I personally want to start with Liverpool, but if you guys want to start with Boniface, we'll go there. Okay, so where do you want to start? Obviously, Liverpool Arsenal is a big game, but I think the Boniface incident is probably the biggest news. Isolated news that happened this week.
Yeah, let's keep.
That's how we do.
Let's keep them waiting. So let's talk about.
We are not talking of your approach to women. Like, how do we approach this podcast?
Let's talk about Liverpool first.
All right, we'll go where the manager editor wants to go. Joba, what do you want to talk about?
Anything. It's fine. But
Careful who you put in leadership positions. That's all I will say. But yeah, let's start with Liverpool. That game against Newcastle, a classic.
Yeah,
a classic, instant classic
For neutrals, at least.
Yeah, like even for Liverpool fans, I'm sure it felt like heaven because it's a game that you should not absolutely win, and then you come up with
should win. Then should not
should not have won that based on that second half performance at all. With 10 men, Newcastle had Liverpool
No
pressed
shots
back.
at all.
Games between Liverpool and
100 minutes.
are always
tend
classics.
to be like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for otherwise, Newcastle have still not won against Liverpool in
2
17
seasons ago, we also did the same thing. We won with 10 men when Virgil van Dijk was sent off. So it's not a new thing.
All right, it is a new thing because Liverpool now have a new youngest ever goal scorer, Rio Ngumua.
Who is Nigerian, by the way?
There's nothing Nigerian sports writers love more than a foreign player with a Nigerian name. They love it. I don't even know say Akoji. I've been waiting for his last name. Adigun. I don't know say Adigun and Chima. Also, Nigerians is just be doing whatever. I mean.
That's why
Names like Ayoola Kelechi.
Why folks are busy fighting? The other ones abroad are busy procreating.
That's why I believe we will win the World Cup.
He has Oha in his name.
Huh?
The soup. And people were.
That's why I believe we will win the World Cup in 2015 because we are going
2015. 50.
Yeah, this current jackpot wave, we are going to create so many Nigerians in the diaspora.
And they will not
So
play.
you're saying essentially Canada will win the World Cup in
No,
2015?
leave him. It's not like they will play for us. Why Saka no play
The
for us?
point I'm making now because it's not saturated. At that point, it's going to be so much that they can only pick.
It's a lie. Like
They
they've
can
always
only-
been
no,
like
The cream will still rise.
Exactly.
So,
like Nigerians
still
have
be the
always
best
been
players.
traveling out of
Yeah.
the country.
Not like
It will
this.
still be the
I-
best players still will be playing for Nigeria. The best players will be playing for that.
Are you guys assuming that we will still be playing football then?
so very good? Very
also
So anything can happen.
I've made this point before. It is easy to maintain a Nigerian identity outside there now. The reason he will be played for Nigeria, despite growing up there, is because he has a very strong Nigerian identity. His uncle and he grew up eating Nigerian stuff, consuming Nigerian stuff. Nowadays, you are overseas, but you are seeing children
Okay, but
that were born there
let's
speaking Yoruba
be-
because
let's
they are.
Izuchukwu
His
was
uncle is
entrenched in
literally-
Nigerian culture. He's
Yeah.
waiting for France. It's always going to be a case of picking. Iwobi is an outlier.
Speaking of
It's always going to be a case of picking your best available option at the time.
Speaking of picking your best available option, so I have it on good authority that Kani Chukwuemeka might actually decide to play for the Super Eagles.
Okay, you know where the problem is. You can't say good authority and then say might. It's you know or you don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you-
might
He's
now. He's
considering now,
considering
like
it at
that.
the moment.
Considering it is news.
Yeah,
like
Those are the Abiola has because he's not playing for. He's not going to play for England. Those are the Abiola has because
No, he has
no, he has never Chukwuemeka.
He's actually deliberate.
Tosi has not considered.
Tosi has considered for years. Tosi has made a career
He's
from
keeping his
considering.
option.
No, he has not
Those
been
is keeping his
considering.
option.
And in fairness, if you look at Chukwuemeka, there is no way he's breaking into the England.
Which is the point.
Thing for Nigeria, to be honest. Who is he going to? Who's Kani Chukwuemeka going to bench in Nigeria today?
Please, come on.
Okay, who is he going
It
to
is open,
bench?
but
today?
If we play our 4-4-2 diamond, if we play our 4-4-2 diamond, it's actually like it fits
Chukwuemeka is
slots
not ATM,
into.
bro.
No, there's no
No,
space
he
for
say
him right now.
he's an attacking midfielder that can also drift wide, so he would occupy that left center midfield.
Yeah, and that's
It
Cyrus.
will be.
It will be
Maybe can
Cyrus.
easily
Then
He's
it's
on his way to Borussia Dortmund.
Yeah, I think
If
that's
he starts playing very, very.
It's been completed
well.
already.
I mean, it looks like we are building the type of midfield that you recognize with. Like,
Unfortunately,
an
we are not
Ivory
going
Coast
to the
or-
World
or
Cup.
something. Because I mean, Chukwuemeka,
Who they
what's his
build
name?
them?
Uche. No,
So it
I'm
looks like
assuming it works. Like he's a perfect AFCON midfield, technique plus strength.
Yeah.
Chukwuemeka, Uche,
All right.
Onyedika.
First of all, that's the beauty of this show. The fact that we can start with Liverpool versus Newcastle and end up on the foreign affairs segment is crazy. But
That'll be fair.
we have to go back to what
I
we're
think we're
talking
still on that because we were discussing Chima, Liverpool. Digressed a bit.
Yeah, Uche
Yeah.
does not play for Liverpool too.
about. Okay, the way this again. Okay, let's finish.
Ask
this
us a
first.
question.
All right, are you mad?
No, but are you though?
Are you sure?
This guy, question. All right, so away from Liverpool, Newcastle. Let's talk Liverpool us now. Obviously, it's only right to start with the Liverpool fan. Are you confident going into that fixture? Because again, we spoke about it last week. The fact that it's looking like Liverpool will have to consistently outscore opponents.
Yeah.
That's that defense. And even though Izu disagreed last week, back to back giving up 2-goal leads and having to now steal the win eventually. Do you think that is sustainable, especially against a team like Arsenal?
I don't think it's sustainable in the long run because this is giving the 2013-2014
Brendan Rodgers, Liverpool.
Brendan Rodgers team, and we also happened. Even though I think the
Crashed and born at the end of the season.
the main one was that Gerrard slip ball.
No, the main one was Crystal Palace. By the Gerrard slip, it was already lost.
Nah.
no,
I mean, there was still a chance.
There was a chance, but the Crystal Palace game was really that one was just nearly the cover. The Crystal Palace game was what killed them. Yeah, at the end of the day.
anyways, but so you could see that, and if we had not considered some goals that season, because even if we had won that Crystal Palace game, because the reason why they were chasing was because of goal difference and all that. So I think it's something Slot needs to address. I was disappointed with the way we played against Newcastle because even with a man advantage, we actually didn't move the ball pretty well. You could see that we were hasty in our decision making, and then also I thought the return of Ryan Gravenberch will probably maybe fix the defensive issue, but Ibrahim Konate, I don't know if the Real Madrid links have gotten to him, but it was all over the place. So maybe it's time to sign Mark Gueye. But going forward, we were also brilliant. We were brilliant to watch once again. And that's despite the fact that Florian Wirtz hasn't really clicked. I think he still hasn't adapted. He's still yet to adapt to
Kudus. 2 assists last week. He said he's not impressed. For a vet, nothing in 2 weeks hasn't really clicked. Needs time to adapt. I'm spotting the pattern.
He hasn't.
We know what you are.
Exactly what you are.
Clicked. But on the flip side, you look at it, Arsenal have not won at Anfield in the Premier League since 2012. That was the last time they actually won.
That's an interesting
I was still in the footer then. So
So being in footer in 2012 is crazy. What do you mean you were in footer in 2012?
The right project.
Because footer is not even the school that you go to right after secondary school. Footer is school you eventually go after you try to seek admission elsewhere.
I don't do
What?
it. You don't
And you're not using 4 years.
what you're not going to do here is slander footer.
Footer is 5 years old. Footer
Nobody is in secondary school being like, I want to go to footer.
Why not?
Footer is where you go after you be like, you know what? Make I don't just do it. Like I don't dare small. I don't watch play. Watch play.
Neighbors don't they ask.
School in Nigeria.
Neighbors don't they
Wait,
ask. Have you not finished?
Wait,
Secondary
I'm
school.
very much. What did you study footer?
what do you highly want to know?
Can I not ask my question?
Right, I studied agricultural economics and extension. So
I thought it was editorial management.
Safe to say, it's you that does the shopping in your house.
anyways,
Tomato want to buy it.
We digress. What do you feel about GMO food?
Okay. All right. I'm Proco Sports Analyst. Go ahead.
anyway, so you look at Arsenal's record in the Premier League, even during, I think, was it Klopp's final year at Liverpool when they were chasing the league title. They went 2-0 up in that game. We came back 2-2 and could have won the game. So I actually do not expect us to lose the game, but I also don't think it will be business as usual. So I think it will still be. I think our attack will do the job, and I don't. With the likely absence of Martin Odegaard and definitely Bukayo Saka, I think Liverpool should nick a slight win. Yeah.
All right. I don't know if the evidence suggests that Faruq. I think you're about to disagree.
Yeah, because
Bear in mind what happened last time.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I think Liverpool are still trying to get used to their new setup, the way they play.
E.g. not having defenders.
No, not necessarily.
They started Jobo's last right back.
Yeah.
I think he actually did well, even though Avi Barnes is a bomb. I think Zoboslai did his own. I think one of the biggest issues they have, especially progressively, is the type of DM they have. Because Ryan Gravenberch is a carrier, it's not necessarily a passer. You can see their open passing lanes to Florian Wirtz in those pockets. Florian Wirtz is picking up positions in those pockets because that's the type of player he is. And you have to be able to give it to him. You have to have the confidence to pass the ball to him. But because they do not have like a DM that is, and there's no McAllister, somebody that is willing to break the lines with his passing, and there's no Trent Alexander-Arnold. So that phase of play is gone. So it looks like Wirtz looks lost. And then when he eventually gets the ball, that's when Gravenberch feels comfortable to pass it. He's already crowded in spaces. And also, we've seen how lax and light and weightless Liverpool look in set pieces, especially against Newcastle. And now they are facing a team.
The team that's their bread and butter.
Bro, like that's a penalty. Those people that make those guys on Instagram that make comical situations of how teams play. They give Mikel Arteta a penalty. I say no, we want a corner. For Arsenal, a corner kick is like a penalty, and I don't think even with the absence of.
It's more valuable than a penalty because at least you can't hold the keepers and do the penalty.
Yeah, and with Arsenal, even when Bukayo Saka and Odegaard were missing last season, and even though he affected them offensively, it did not really do much to them defensively. And I think now that they have Madueke and Eze, I think Arsenal would. It's Anfield. So I think you always have to factor Anfield. So ordinarily with the variables, I would have picked Arsenal, but because of the Anfield factor, I just considered that now. Maybe a 2-2 draw.
The last time Arsenal won, as Joba mentioned, Arsenal won at Anfield in the Premier League was in 2012. 2-0 ended. Does anybody want to quick trivia? Does anybody want to mention the goal scorers?
I think Olivier Giroud.
It was Giroud's debut game. But it didn't.
What was the scoreline?
2-0.
2-0. Was that Xavi?
No, Van Persie. Van Persie scored.
Van Persie had left for Manchester United. That was the season Van Persie left, and they decided no. It was Lucas Podolski and Santi Cazorla. So those were their debut games: Cazorla, Giroud, and Podolski.
It's a debut.
So it's a debut. Keep that in mind. Do we want to
also this one that Konate is doing like a weightless chicken? Gyökeres looks like the kind of striker to explain.
You know what? On that Konate point, this is what I actually want to ask you something because you are my ally in this. You see how Joba quickly Konate that's been one of their best defenders that they don't want to leave to Real Madrid. First 2 games of the season they play horrible. He said go and sign Gay. The links to Real Madrid is getting into his head. But it was Konate that was playing well and wanted to join Real Madrid. Is the traitor that must be killed in the market square. So say something to Joba. He can't fire him.
Well, that's it. Joba is one of those people. He wants him out. If Konate wants to go out now, Joba will come out here and they tell us after all we've done for you.
It's always after all we've done for you. The player know they ever do anything.
I think Konate will be fine.
What do you think is at the root of his struggles so far?
Now.
Is it possible that it's actually the Real Madrid link that is affecting him?
Yeah, I've always had that one mistake in him now.
But this one is more than one mistake.
Not really.
2 bad games.
I don't know. Should have been sent off as well against Newcastle.
It's possible because if there's one thing I've learned, an experienced coach once said that these players are humans. So at times it's possible that links really get to them. So what some of them do is that for some players, they'll be like, if they are very clear. If you're still here, for example, Luis Van Gaal did it with David De Gea. He said he's human, that the Real Madrid links were really getting to him. So, but if it's here after September 2 and all that he will still be number 1, and he kept to it. So we might not, rule it away that Konate is also being disturbed by links. But I hope it continues.
Fairs.
You know what I'm learning about Izu, because me and Izu have started to create a lot of content together. What I'm learning about Izu is, in real life, Izu is actually a very, very objective football discusser. But whenever camera dey in front, it becomes unreasonably much-sided. Izu cannot talk to you in real life and say, man, you would have beat us now. But once camera reach, we will flog us now, whatever. But you just chip it on Liverpool thing before we move on.
Liverpool.
Yeah, I mean, it's we've been seeing a lot of complaints from Newcastle fans about how, basically every decision that could go against them went against them, and it's interesting to see that when it came to Arsenal, the reaction from everybody seemed to have been very different as per, Arsenal has it again. But Liverpool should have had one, maybe 2 red cards, and everybody's just quiet, moving on with their lives. Just something to note, but it was interesting.
So you just want to hit on us now?
No, that's the opposite.
Okay, you want to prep us now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, so congratulations to everybody involved. Quick predictions around the room. Liverpool Arsenal. How do we see this going? Bear in mind the last 4 of the last 5 games between these two teams at Anfield have ended in draws. So that's something to note for.
Props to Mikel Arteta, by the way.
I'll say 2-1 Liverpool.
Right,
Is that you predict as an analyst or as a Liverpool fan?
As a Liverpool fan, but if I'm to predict as an analyst, I'll probably say.
Saying that you have a betting.
Okay.
Then as you give betting tips. I know.
I'll definitely say it's a 2 draw. Seems most likely.
I think Arsenal will win 1-0.
More like
think-
that's the most.
You think Arsenal will stop Liverpool from scoring?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Bro, that Liverpool attack
I
is
think
so
I think
good.
both sides are going to score. But what will happen in that game is
The better team will win.
I don't think it will be a case of better team winning on that day. But waiting Arsenal go do Liverpool. Shea Konate go play.
Yes.
Yeah, just expect 1 or 2 other gaps from Konate. I think Arsenal will win. Arsenal to beat Liverpool 2-1.
I agree. So I think 2-1 is a reasonable scoreline, but we'll find out on Sunday at 4:30
4:30.
p.m.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's
Super.
Have you already done the schedule?
Joba should take that game. Report
at
it
the
on-
end of this year, I predict Joba will be the one doing this show alone. You don't sack everybody. If you continue like anyway, I mentioned that the Super Eagles provisional list was out. Let me just quickly see if I can run through it. Eric Chelle listed 31 players, and the most exciting name on this list is a goalkeeper, in my opinion, Ebenezer Akot, the 15-year-old Sporting Lagos Football Academy goalkeeper who made his debut for the Super Eagles with the Chan team in the Dead Rubber group stage game against DR Congo. Kept the clean sheet too. So solid debut for him. I don't know if he will make the final list, but it's on this provisional list, along with 3 other goalkeepers: Adebayo Adeleye, our own Onana, Amas Obasogi, and Stanley Wabali. So no Maduka Okoye.
I think
He's banned.
Still 7 is banned.
Adele will drop.
How do you know this? Is this reliable information or you are just speaking?
This
No,
is what-
I mean,
this is what I think.
this is the pattern.
Adele will drop because I think Eric Shell really likes
Hakot.
Hakot impressed in Chan, and I think that's most likely going to be our 3rd choice goalkeeper.
Nice. It's been a while we've seen an actual teenager get a chance to the Super Eagles at 15. That's very good.
He's good. He's a penalty specialist, especially. Really confident. So
Anyway, this team, by the way, is for the friendlies on September 6 and 9 against Rwanda.
No, not
Not
friendly.
friendly.
World Cup qualifiers, I beg your pardon. But that's why we're friendlies because we're not good anyway. Against Rwanda and South Africa. So
League.
in defense, we have William Trustekon, Calvin Bassi, Olaoluwa, Bright Osai Samuel, Bruno Yemechi, Ego Ogbu, Chidozie Awazi, and Felix Agu, and Benjamin Fredericks, another youngster. In midfield, it's Alexander Iwobi, Frank the Tank Onyeka, Alassane Yusuf, Wilfred Ndidi, Fisayo Dave. Can we keep the tribalism at a minimum?
I know what you people are laughing about, but I won't let people do
I'm
that.
sure that Chelle has not watched
Yeah.
a single game of Alassane.
They know I have. They know I watch him.
That Faruq Ibrahim is defending Alassane Yusuf.
No, the guy has been one of Nigeria's in play football this season.
But they said
Anyway.
no, we have to keep the quota.
No, Alassane has been brilliant for New England this season. He has been really good.
Yeah.
I'm sure if you check his SofaScore score average rating, it's about 7.2 or there.
I mean, you might see him.
If you insist.
Well, Messi plays.
I mean, it's not like we have like the litany of options to.
All right. Speaking of litany of options, Alassane Yusuf is in the midfield. That also includes Wilfred in the Fisa Adede Bashir, Rafael Onyedika, and Chrysanthus Uche, who is listed as a midfielder here. Interesting.
He's a midfielder now.
It was a borderlands disagrees. And Wolves obviously are signing him as a striker.
I don't know what they are talking about now.
Anyway, the forwards, Ademola Lookman, Samuel Chukwueze, Victor Osimhen. Why does he even keep listing them as forward when you're still going to play them in midfield anyway? Ademola Lookman, Samuel Chukwueze, Victor Osimhen, Moses Simon, Victor Boniface, Nathan Taylor, Cyril Dessus, Sadiq Umar. So, you see your quota this is defeated. Tolu Walashe, Aroko Dari, Terem Murphy, who makes a return. And
Interesting. I didn't know that Murphy was.
so we still don't know who I think they still have to wait this down to 23.
Umar has to be dropped.
26, I think.
26. Whatever. You know, a minimum of 5 players will drop, but I think it's
Yeah, but I'm worried
So
about
no
Lookman,
educate,
though.
no educate on
No
it. Oh, that's.
I'm worried about Lookman though because he hasn't really had a proper preseason and hasn't played yet. So and he's supposed to be a key player going into that game.
Yeah, I think in his absence, we'll have Boniface in case he doesn't play. So,
Boniface. Have you watched Boniface in a Super Eagles jersey? In a
it's
Super
not even
Eagles.
about the Super Eagles. The irony is that we are talking about Lookman might not be ready because he has not had the preseason and the transfer drama. And then the alternative is Boniface, who has basically had the same exact summer as Demola Lookman. Anyway, does anything about this list, which is a list of usual suspects minus 1 or 2 new names, does anything about this list excite you ahead of?
It's
Yeah.
Felix Agu
Rwanda
in the
and
squad.
South Africa?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Can I go?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, the absence of NPFL players, which means this is a team loaded with talent. You know,
Surely the agenda.
the idea is that I'm sure you know.
No, it's actually like, how do you go from, because all his lists up until now, he had consistently at least scored up, 2 whether home-based players or even players that just left.
the
But I don't know what happened today. What do you see for that?
You know what happened?
Like, okay, the ones that just got a move, not even like Papa Daniel and Co. That just,
the child trouble has, so that's why I'm quite
you
happy.
don't just want to see anybody when they live for Nigeria
boys,
now.
exactly.
And also, here's the thing: he doesn't have the luxury of trying things out now because these are 2 key games. Anything
The
other,
rest were key games.
no, not anything other than a win.
We handled Zimbabwe and
Do you people notice that?
one away from home.
Rwanda.
Rwanda.
Yeah, I know, but anything other than, but the thing is, there was no Chan then, and then scrutiny is on him now because of that Chan result. So he has to call up his best players. Yes, the Super Eagles may likely not qualify for the FIFA World Cup.
Except South Africa somehow.
What FIFA are being weird? Why have they not made a ruling on it?
No, they usually wait till the games are done. Like they don't. I can't remember a case where rulings are made while the competition.
Yeah, I think to protect the integrity.
Yeah, of the so
That's why you announce it while so that teams can know they still have a chance.
no. Play waiting you want play them. Come out the 3.
Also, do you people notice that Chelle has gotten darker? Like he looks markedly darker now. Like it's closer to my side of the.
You know,
fine
easy to
now.
coach Super Eagles.
Bro.
You know,
That man looks like a full animal when he first joined us, looking very light skinned and resplendent.
Yes, sir.
Nah, bro.
It's the pressure. I mean, he has to beat Rwanda and South Africa.
Yeah.
And he has lost weight, like very visibly. Like
He has to, there's really no excuse, because if the excuse for Chan failure is that the MPFL does not have talent, right? You are now going to play the other teams with players that are from outside, which means there is abundance of talent. So it's time for him to show that there's really difference between these two teams, and that is like beat Rwanda well and beat South Africa away from home.
And he also has to probably be flexible in his approach. Don't be like Ruben Amorim, where
It's been very rigid so far. What I don't know, even with the chant team, you see insist on playing the 4-4-2 diamond formation.
So you have to be flexible because
whatever he's going to do, it should just be bold. And this guy has to be very important. What's his name? Christian Suche. Has to be important.
Go play one game.
That's my issue also.
It has to be important. Like that guy is
why? Okay,
probably our best
why
midfielder
it has
right
to be important. Tell us why.
I think he's our best midfielder right now.
Other than that, the archetypal.
That's an exaggeration.
No, he is.
He's not our best midfielder.
Faruq's about to say something scandalous. Please go ahead.
No, he's the archetypal African football midfielder. He's very
What
strong.
do you mean by that?
I'm going to say it because I think it's a virtue. It's a good thing. It's technique plus power, and that's where football is right now. Because he has the power to execute
Power.
his
Now MFM
African player, power, strength.
Also, he's very comfortable in both boxes, and for Eric Chell's box midfield formation, he can feature on either side of the midfield or in.
So knowing fully well what formation Eric Chelle is going to play, which is the 4-4-2. What's your ideal midfield? Pick your midfield for if you were to use Eric Chell's set.
If I was forced to use Eric Chell's setup, Oyindika at the base, Alex will be on the right, Chukwueze on the Christantus on the left, and Ademola Lookman at the top. Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't think that's like repeating the rubbish he has been doing.
No,
Wow.
Yeah, you are telling me to. They said I have to use Eric Chell's setup.
That's what I'm saying. Like the
God, your formation.
4-4-2 this thing. You understand? I agree with Onyedika. I don't think we'll have a better DM than Onyedika, but I think we'll be better off with Fisayo Dele
Than
Bashiru.
Ademola Abi.
Yeah, no, because what he has been doing is that he played Moses Simon up top.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Lookman behind. When Lookman is more dangerous up top than so.
Play Chukwueze as your right central midfield.
Do you get? So let's play Onyedika since he wants to insist on this system. So play Osimhen and
Don't forget
Lookman
there is still
play Iwobi behind them. Then your midfield should be like Dele Bashiru, Uche, and Onyedika.
The problem is that
That's like
a 4-4-2 diamond request for a number 10 that is good in the pockets and very technical. Fisai is not that type of midfielder.
No,
he's an all-action midfielder.
No, you know the shape is like a 3 and a 1.
Yeah.
You understand? So Iwobi should be the one behind.
The problem is that
Lookman.
Iwobi
doesn't do well. Iwobi doesn't do well in that.
If you remember the
He
game,
will
if
play
you remember
well
the
because
game,
even for Fulham,
that's what I'm about. That's what I'm about to reference against you guys. Against Manchester United in their last game, he started the game playing in those central areas, and he did not really interpret it properly until Emile Smith Rowe came, and then he now moved to
Iwobi does
one of the flanks. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
That's why I'm saying he will be on the right midfield. He's not the most innovative when he has to play centrally. So ordinarily, I would like Lookman as a second striker because that's his best position. But if I am forced to use the Eric Chelle system, because I don't even think we should be playing the system because we don't have the players for it. But if we are forced to play that, I still think that provided Moses Simon is not the second striker we are using, Lookman still interprets the 10 best for me.
Where does Victor Boniface fit into this team? I personally think that the best way to use him, even though we've not seen a lot from him in the Super Eagles jersey, but at his best, the best way to use him is really to pair him along with Victor.
Yeah.
I mean, we have seen that in some instances. We've seen him paired with other strikers as well, and it just has not clicked. So maybe we should try other things. I mean, we saw Cyril Dessers, and I think if he wasn't injured, he would probably have been the first option to either be the second striker, like Faruq said, or the first player to come off the bench in case we are, desperate for goals. And that's it really. I think we've seen enough that we should not be depending on Victor Boniface at the moment. Not because he's not a good player, but just, some players just can't cut it for their national team. It just happens. Nobody knows
with the way we play. This is that our football because it does seem like a techie baller.
Yeah, he does.
Maybe the African football is too African for him.
No, he grew up playing in Africa in the first place. That's where he was discovered, and so it's not really about the African football. Sometimes it just happens to players. I mean, we saw France and someone like
I mean, if civil Dessers can adapt, Civil Dessers didn't grow up in.
What is the proof that?
Sorry, France and somebody like who?
I mean, they had strikers like Anelka, who was supposed to be one of the best strikers in the world at the
But
time.
somehow didn't work
He
that
just
time.
could not cut it with France. It couldn't happen for him.
Yeah, but the thing with France is that they had too many hybrid wingers, center forwards.
Yeah, but it was the best of them at the time. Before
There was a point where he was supposed to be the best of them, but it just could not happen for him. And I think the same thing is happening with Boniface. Everybody can see his talent, but when it comes to the Super Eagles,
Talent.
No, he is very.
Well, not everybody can see. At least we know that for a fact.
most people can see his talent, but just like when it comes to Nigeria, something happens that we can't really explain. Like you said, it might be the way we play, although under 3 different managers, 3 different styles.
It's not 3 different styles.
It is.
Richard is probably the most distinct manager we've had so far. And even his own is not distinct in a good way.
And we've seen him under that system as well, and it didn't work. So, we've seen the other strikers that were called up to the Arabadari. We've seen him under this same Eric Chelle. We've seen what he can do. He didn't need, special tactics or, a certain way to.
When did you bring Dolo if you are desperate?
We've done this again also with Boniface, and it didn't work.
That's not how he plays. You can't give love it to Boniface.
We've played in the way that he likes to play.
When did we do this?
Yeah, we actually did. I think I think Finidi
Finidi was
Finidi
two games.
How many games has Ayoola?
He has I think he has 12 caps for Nigeria.
Yeah, 3 games were 4.
So, I mean,
2 friendly.
it's enough sample size.
If only we had Ian actually prime. It's like the perfect second striker for true.
Oh yeah.
Are we so hard on Boniface when you consider that the likes of Kano did not even score so much for us?
Yeah, but Kano's overall play was you could see that it was directly impacting the team. Like Boniface,
You could be in a bind that wants Kano to play. At this point, I don't think there's any Nigerian that is like put Boniface in national team. Like, and that's not even shit. It's just that he has not showed us any level of impact.
And also Kano came off clutch so many times.
Just never at any international.
Calm down.
But you know that
He came clutch for several AFCON matches.
yeah, you see those qualifiers, those friendlies. No, Papillo.
Even AFCON. No, I'm not scoring. I mean, one of the greatest moments in Nigeria's AFCON history was that pass to Utaka in 2004. So,
Against
yeah.
And when we went on to him,
Semi-finals.
when I go just day here, they use tribalism, they defend nonsense. All right. So congratulations to everybody involved. Let's talk about Victor Boniface and the real reason he's been in the news lately. The failed move to AC Milan.
It's quite sad.
Sad. But where does he go from here? He has 3 years left on the Leverkusen contract, and I did not even think it was the case of Leverkusen being desperate to sell. Except it's a new manager that has the players he wants to work with, which it looks like that's what Ten Hag has been doing so far. But it's a 24-year-old with a good record when he's fit, and with 3 years left on his contract. Surely there still has to be a future for him at Leverkusen.
There's a future for him in football one way or the other. I mean, people act like, he failed the medical means maybe he will lose his footballing license or something like that. But that's the...
Yeah, but because when the media puts it like failed medical, so people that don't know what's happened.
Let me tell you about this thing. There are several reasons why someone can fail a medical, and it could sometimes even just be down to the club's preferences. It doesn't mean that if another club, tries to sign him again tomorrow, he's going to fail the medical again. I mean, we've seen clubs reject players because their teeth were too long. That's a genuine reason why someone has failed their medical. So, at the end of the day, it's down to the club's preference. He has played several seasons in football. Yes, he hasn't always been fit, but he's been fit enough to contribute significantly to the teams that he has played for. So, failing a medical, again, I think it's
even ate that then.
No, but that's what it is. That's really what it is.
So even add to your point, this guy that plays for Real Betis, who plays for Real Betis now, Nabil
Fekir, yeah.
2018.
Add Liverpool jersey on.
He used to play for
He
Liverpool.
used to play. Add Liverpool jersey on and all that.
Short media announcement.
Exactly, but Phil, I think also I don't like this thing that like a lot majority of Nigerians do on social media.
Sorry. Before I want to add more context to that medical information you're trying to give. So the thing is, in medicals, because I was listening to a former doctor at Liverpool, he was explaining this thing. So what they check in medicals is that not just your injury history, they also look like at the reoccurrence and this thing. And there are sometimes that they'll see that this player is injured, or they'll see that this player has propensity to be injured, and they'll still go ahead with the signing. Sometimes it's amount of the risk the club is willing to take. And there are times when they'll decide that, okay, this player is expected to heal at this time, so we'll make the first deposit when he has healed. So maybe in like 6 months, we'll make the first deposit then. And so with AC Milan, it looks like they were just not willing to take the risk. AC Milan are just broke. That's what
exactly when it's a 1 year deal with option to buy. What is not injured for the entire 1 year?
The problem is that let's know, but this is not a Boniface thing. It's just that they are broke because they knew his injury history before he even beat him. But now they decided that, okay, maybe let's not just take this.
So, Joba, you were going to talk about this.
So, I don't think Nigerians understood what Faruq just explained. So to now attack his character that it's because he jokes a lot on social, and you expect it from like the average fan or not that. But when you see someone that and you're propagating this stuff,
who are you talking about specifically?
I'm not going to.
I know, right?
I'm not going to say that. And you're propagating this stuff on
one doctor guy or something.
And you're propagating this stuff on social media. It doesn't make sense. Also, the fact that because he has had 2 ACL operations on both knees, you understand, and you see screenshots of his knees being shared. I mean, it's a normal thing for players to feel medical.
Those pictures look doctored though. They look like, because I've never noticed it while it's playing.
No, they are not actually doctored. I think a couple of last season, when he came back from the last injuries, he posted that picture himself. I think I remember seeing it on his listing. Yeah, I actually zoomed in.
That car was still fresh because it was probably just after.
It was really fresh and all that. It just came.
This whole incident brought to mind I think this is podcast that he's doing. So he was explaining why the Al Nassr news move fell through, and then he was explaining why he even agreed to their deal in the first place. And then he mentioned that say I don't get 2 big injuries, and the reason I'm saying make I just go get the money because we don't know what's going to happen. So it just makes me wonder what must be going through in his head, because for him to have admitted that before must be just. I think we should offer more grace, because I know he presents a very jovial figure. He cuts a lot
of time that might be a coping mechanism.
Yeah, but you can just imagine must be going through it right now.
So like
we want footballers to have a personality and all that, and yet we still criticize footballers who have personalities. I just don't get it. It's just like these people can't win. I mean, you want it's either you want footballers to be robots or not. Is what he does on social media. I see people say like clubs don't take him seriously because of what he does on social media.
I have no idea how clubs work or function.
Yeah, I think to add to that, the whole thing is actually funny. Why? Because if you take away his form for Nigeria, there is no club in Europe that he has played for that he has not performed. Every single club he has played for, he has performed for.
USG, Bodo Glimt.
Leverkusen didn't have a league title before he came.
And he was the top scorer in that
same season. Yeah, so most people do not even know how to differentiate, his Nigerian form and all that with the club. Last season itself, that was blighted by injuries. He scored double figures. There are a few players that can manage that. So that's a testament. That's a testament to his ability. It's just unfortunate that injuries keep crippling him and all that. So and because
funny is the striker that lots of clubs think that they want.
You want
a striker that can do it, that have aesthetics, that can do it, link play. He will guarantee you 20 goals in competitions every season, and maybe like 12.
I think I scored Sesko in the league last season. How many did Sesko score?
I wish we had more time to consider this.
How many did Boniface score?
No, it wasn't up to 11.
But
less
it's
than
double
that.
figures now.
No, double
No,
figures overall.
11.
I just going to wait for them to finish their own personal conversation. Is that you'd like to talk about what you are going to eat for dinner as well?
My dear, what are we
I have jollof rice actually.
maybe we'll go try you buy salad.
Food poisoning for the lot of you.
A pair of anguish.
Oh, you know ball. You know ball. I like when we bond over TikTok. Anyway, we have to go because our producers are doing their favorite dance, but we can't live without telling you that the NPFL started this past weekend. Why would that make you laugh?
Faruq is a terrible person.
Football is entertainment. Entertainment makes me laugh.
We saw the first game last Friday. Remo Stars 1-1 at home to Rivers United. And you play one game on Friday, no games on Saturday, then you play rest of the game on Sunday.
Why are you laughing?
The very Nigerian behavior. Anyway, the Sunday games, Abia Warriors 1-0 winners against Kano Pillars. Wiki Tories 1-0 winners against Plateau United. Katsina United lost at home 1-0 to Warri Wolves. Rangers and Kum Khalifat FC, newly promoted, the goalless draw.
You should probably apologize to Kun Khalifat FC because we were attacking them on X and say they will sell their slots.
And I didn't attack them.
They replied you.
I remember it. They were posting cryptically about the season. I said, just hurry up and sell your slots. Like, we all know that you are going to.
And they told you wait and see.
A professional football club said, wait and see. We ask you this at the start of the season.
Yeah, they're right.
Yeah, they are right. And you accuse them of.
You want football club to have
What I
personality.
just want to say is that you can't even trust home side to win in NPFL.
Yeah,
Bro, that shooting star is not touched my spirit. I could not believe my eyes. Anyway, Cook Ayoola FC. You niggas. I don't care. It's your 30K social media handle.
why were you surprised? Why were you surprised by the shooting star results? Monday Diggy was.
I was
charged.
surprised financially. I didn't need to know that it's not out of love. I'm not for it, but actually I'm Oyo on my mother's side. But yeah, Kwara United goalless.
Side.
Kwara United goalless against Ikorodu City. El Kanami 2-0 winners against Bendel Insurance, and
Good outing for away teams.
yeah, Bayelsa United with the former Bendel Insurance coach Monday Odige still hasn't learned anything about press.
It seems that he's about to produce another Super Eagles goalkeeper because
Oh yeah,
a 19-year-old boy
I've been seeing it.
Bayelsa United goalkeeper in that game, and he dealt with shooting stars.
All right, so Bayelsa United 1-0 away at Adamasingba 3SC. The Governor Shema Makinde Stadium. Is that what they are officially called?
Lagos Salami
Lagos
Stadium.
Salami. Okay. So at the last game, FC Barao stole a point.
Wait, they allowed themselves to be named Barao.
They're
It's a different spelling.
Barao.
I know, but
But they've been in the news for actually being the most populated game on the opening weekend.
16,000.
They have lots of
And the
fans.
funny
Yeah,
thing
and
is
they paid.
They
It's in
paid
Kano.
$2K.
2,000 and the
what
place was,
state? What state?
I don't know.
Kano.
Kano niggas love football.
So, wow.
Wow.
No, that's a good thing. They love
God.
Kano niggas.
Kano nigga.
That sounds like a basketball name. The Kano niggas. Anyway, Barra FC, congratulations to you guys. Once the goalless ended against Enyimba, was good start to your life in the NPFL. So that's the much you can take on this episode of the Only Football Podcast. As you can see, we've obviously delivered you another fantastic episode. We had fun. Our producers are still waving in the background. We are rounding up. I don't know what.
One fun fact.
Fun fact.
Yeah, I want to give you one fun fact.
All right, go ahead.
We don't finish. People, we don't finish. The thing is that we've never been this happy discussing MPFL. I think we should try it often.
Is that the fun fact?
Apparently.
No, we niggas, man. I feel like Kano niggas should be the title of this episode. But I know I didn't put you have the mind. You don't have the ball.
I'm gonna see a little too much.
If this was my show, which is available on I'm joking.
So you go open YouTube. You go open YouTube now and you go see podcast. What's the Kano niggas? You go
click it.
yes, and you go click.
I'll click it with speed. Anyway, thank you very much for rocking with us. Like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. Brought to you, of course, by Paul Sports. So if you're not subscribed on the Paul Sports YouTube channel, you are wicked and you will go to hell. But on our way to hell, subscribe still. Thank you very much. Follow us on social media as well. Me, I'm Tunde Young, and that's Young. But they are Pulse Sports Nigeria. So, yeah, it's been fun, ladies and gentlemen. We'll bring you another episode next week. Next week is the landmark episode, episode 30.
That's it.
Yeah.
In fact, let us actually do fun again. Let us know what you think we should do to commemorate epistle 30.
And we promise cake on our next
Should we bring cake?
Izu
and put
promised
30?
to get us
Should we bring
cake.
30 pieces of, items?
I know you would love that.
30 minute pies will do.
I know you would love that.
Bring 30 minute pies on set.
Joey Chestnut.
They call you Joey Chestnut.
It's over.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Look forward to episode 30, and I'm looking forward to your suggestions on how to celebrate episode 30 of the greatest football podcast in the land, baby. My name is Tunde Young, Ayoola Kelechi, Izuchukwu Akawor, Faruq, the terrorist Ibrahim, and Joba Ogunwale. Pause, niggas.
Who's there?
We're out.